next thing I'm going to talk about is called writing your own modules. Till now we have used the pre-existing salt module, which are available by default, available with salt. Okay, so there will be situations that like not all the use cases you have a module available with the salt, right? So there will be some scenarios you may have to write your own custom task. Okay, and for that you want to write a module for it. Okay, one basic requirement in writing your own custom modules in salt is called you need to have a knowledge on Python. Okay, all the modules will be written in the Python only. Okay, so that is what we are going to do. So for this, what I am going to do is I am going to take a use case. Okay, some specific use case where imagine, hope you guys are aware of CAS standards. You guys heard of the term CAS standards?
Yes.
Okay, so CAS is I would say it's an open source organization called Center for Information Security. Okay, so they basically, for every operating system, they give a set of standards to be defined. You should not open firewall to all the ports. Okay, like if a user is removed, that user home directory should be automatically removed. And then you should have a password expiry policy. Like that, for every operating system, they have a set of standards. Okay, I'm going to take one of these standards out of it. Okay, so if a user is removed from a system, okay, his home directory should not be available on that machine. Okay, so I'm going to write a module which will be listing all the user's home directories for that the user is not available on the system. Like let's say, on a mission, I have a directory in the home directory location, but the user is not available in the system. I want to get a list of it. So that is what I am going to write this as a module. Okay, so this is what I'm going to achieve. The first thing is the modules can be written on. Normally the modules location will be / make a directory mkdir / srv salt _ so this is the default location for a module. So here you can start writing your modules with your name. So I'm going to call this as a myuser.py. I'm going to make a directory first. Then to create a Python file / srv salt modules. Sorry. And then inside that I am going to write a file called myuser.py. Please ensure that this name should be unique. You should not have another module with the same name. Okay, so to get the list of modules, we already given the command. Okay, ensure that your module name is not contradicting with the existing modules of the salt. Okay, so I'm going to create a module called myuser. File name will be the module name. Let me, okay, I'll come back and do that. So first, let me set up a name for the module. So __ actual name to my user. So this is the name of it. Then I am going to write an individual task within the module. My user will be the module name, and inside that I'm going to write a task. So name, I'm going to call it as get _ or PHAN orphan home ARs directories. I'm going to get the orphaned home directory, the default home directory location. I'm going to get the list of directories all the list of directories DARs equal to, I'm going to use a module called OS. So in Python, there is a library called OS. So for that, let me import the OS first. Import OS dot AR. So this will list all the directories under the root. Root refers to the /home. Or AR in in AR OS dot path dot is yes dot path dot join root. So I'm just going to filter only the directories in that location. Close this bracket, then close this another bracket. Yes, I close this bracket, then bracket. So I'm going to list all the directories in the directory path. I'm going to get it in a loop. Yes. Variable. I'm just going to get us. Then I need to get the list of active users. Okay. And then map them with the directory. So normally the home directory will be created with the username, right? So I'm going to use another library called PWD. So this will list all the active users in the system. So I'm just going to compare it, and if they are same, okay, and if the directory is not available, and I'm going to return that. Okay, so let's do that. So another for loop to get the users using the PWD library. For PWD dot, okay, I may need to import the PWD also. Import PWD. This is another library which will get the list of all the authentication information. I can get it. Evolve. And I am going to do it only for the non-system users. Okay. So in Linux, there are system users whose UID will be till 1000 only. I'm just going to do it only for the UID is greater than 1000, greater than or equal to 1000. If u.pw underscore UID is greater than or equal to 1000. So we are skipping the system users here. And then next, I'm going to check whether my directory and the username are the same. p.pw plus AR equal to OS dot So it will have the directory, dir underscore and for indentation found. So here I'm going to define the found variable is true. I'm breaking the loop. Then next I'm going to put a condition. If found is equal to true, if not found, not found, I'm going to return root plus the directory. And root plus dir underscore user format the directory where the user is not found. Then I'm just going to return this. So this is my simple Python file, which will check for all the directories under the home directory inside the system, and it will get all the active Linux users and match it. If the user is available, it will not do anything. If the user is not available, it is going to return that the user is not available. So let me save this. I'll share it with you once everything is successful. I don't want to give any issues or anything. So once it is done, I am going to sync the module. The command to sync up the module, because this is a new module I have written, I need to sync it up. That will be, I need to sync it up with all the host alt dot all. So basically you can see for everything the modules are synced up, and then so run the salt-l and the module name is my user dot, and inside that I have defined the task as get underscore or phan underscore home underscore virs see if it is running. Unintended does not match any other indentation level. Let's see that. What is the issue I have? Indentation here. Yes. So I can see that for the user revoked, we have deleted the user, but the home directory is still available. To update the modules, this is the command. After that, try to run that, and you are getting this because for the revoked user, the user is removed, but the home directory is still not yet been cleaned up. So that is the reason you are getting that. So we will go and remove the user. home directory and try to run that. This should work. rm-rf/home provoked user. The same thing. Let me do it on the other node. Now, if I run this, I should not get this output. This is a very simple example of writing your module. Only need is like you should have the basic Python knowledge.